99, 2000. So I think this is like my 14th solo album, as you would say. So yeah, so it's
Did you find that because I mean we talk about wet, we've got to talk about, but the pressure you had back then must have been a lot more than it is now, is it? I suppose you're doing it because you're doing it because you enjoy it. You don't have to do it.
Well, it's my passion, and it always has been my passion and my obsession, James. So from that point of view, I kind of, I guess I was too young to really feel what the pressure was. I think if you detach from it and you look at it, when I look back to the beginning of our career, having so much success, you know, and being dictated by a chart position, you know, I guess you do feel a little bit, okay, you know, what's, you know, has it charted, is it going to chart? And you know, but now the older I get, well, I find a wee bit more at ease with that. You know, I make records, and if it charts, then great. If it doesn't, then so be it. I'll make another record. And
this is what I love about doing what you do, because because we get lots of musicians on the show, and they record albums, and they record it in New Orleans, and they record it all over. Did you record this new one? Was this in your kitchen?
Me and my good friend Grant, yeah, that's what we did. We recorded it in the kitchen, because that's where all the harmony begins. Right. So for me, if we're close to the fridge, and we've got our computers, you know, and we can work anywhere in the world. And back in the day, we would go to a residential studio, but see, once you close that door, James, you can be anywhere. You know, sometimes it's getting to the case now where we can be recording our strings, and we just go online, and they're in Prague and we're in Inverness. You know, we just record it remotely, which is
so amazing. Tell me about this new album, because you say this is unexpected, but this is a heart back to you wanted something that people really listen to the pop music side of what you're doing.
Yeah, I wanted to, I've had such an eclectic records that I've made, that I wanted to make a pop record. And once me and Grant, who are my writing partner, understood what it was we wanted to achieve with the record, we were away at the races.
But this is a bit fancy. Look at this. You got a choice of two, really.
Oh yeah.
So what is the name of the album, first of all?
The name's called the album's called The Game.
Yeah.
And I kept on bumping into people, and they would say that that's the cards I get dealt with in life, or those little turn of phrases, and that fascinates me, because when I'm looking to find out what the identity of a record will be, I'm looking for things that will inspire me. So the stories that or the people I was breaking bread with, a lot of the topics we were talking about were what the cards that life deals you. Now, whether that's in love or not in love, or hate, or all the feelings that we all experience.
And as well as writing and pouring music, but you love to go on tour. You're going to be touring this year as well.
Yeah, again, yeah.
So the year builds up for you. We need to pre-book you for the next Christmas. I think this coming Christmas as well. Because not only that, you're then going into the theatre again. And when I first met you, I think Chicago as well. We've known each other since then. What was that like?
You know, so that's the way. These musicals, it's about storytelling. You know, and that's the way I kept it in my head. So when I found myself doing Chicago, you know, good people that I got to work with saw that in me and drew that out of me. Because it came to me through playing a gig at the Albert Hall for Pete Townsend and Roger Doherty for the Teenage Cancer Trust. And then there was someone in the audience said, "Hey, Marty, you'd be good. Do you ever fancy doing a musical?" And I said, "Well, I'll go and see the musical Chicago," and fell in love with the score.
And doing that was one thing. I want to fast forward to where you're now, because talk about a challenge. This next challenge for you at the theatre is something that's very close to your heart as well, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Tell us, we're going to play a little clip in a minute, but tell us what you're doing and who you're playing.
Well, I'm going to be playing the part of Scrooge in the wonderful music that Leslie Brick has penned. I've always been a big fan of that musical. And now, to find myself being able to do that part that Albert Finney made so famous. And these wonderful songs that Leslie Brick has penned, because I'm a big fan of Leslie Brick.
Well, we sadly lost him recently.
Indeed we did.
Yeah.
And you know, and the thing about this is, like, I did a musical for him before, the Jekyll and Hyde. I did the musical that he wrote with Frank Wildhorn, but this one, Scrooge, I always hold close to my heart. And so now for me to be able to go in and revisit that, you know, me singing these songs that I just hold dear. You know, those wonderful songs, Thank You Very Much. I mean, it's like...
iconic ones as well.
They're just great songs.
We'll play you a little clip now, but while I'm prepping this, I seal the beef off, just get a nice colour, a little bit of flowers, get some colour on the beef. I'll just be choosing down some onions and mushrooms. That's going to go in there, and I'll recap what we're doing when we have a look at this. Enjoy this one.
Everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, someone's after every single...